How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all well and looking after yourselves as always. Mr. Boulder here, and I'm back today with a vinyl box set update. I picked up a few box sets over the last few months, so I decided to show them all off in the same video. Now, a couple of these turned up a couple of months ago. One of them came back in October, but I never got around to showing it. And the last one I'm going to show actually only turned up today. So here we've got the innovators of extreme music. We've got some glam metal, and we've got some Floridian death metal. So after a quick sip of the usual coffee, we're going to get straight into it. Cheers, everyone. Now, the first one I'm going to show is one that came out back in October, and it's the Celtic Frost Dance Macabre. I think that's how you say it, box set. I've already taken everything out of the box already because this thing weighs more than 900 Giant used to back in the day. It's bloody heavy. Comes with a really nice book, really thick. It's got loads of information about the band, loads of great pictures. This is a really good box set, great value for money. That's a really nice thing to have in the set. A massive poster, which I'm not going to fold out, but that looks really nice. And now on to what's actually really inside the box. So you get this 7-inch in here. This is Visual Aggression on grey vinyl. So that's the first bit of the actual music to show. Here we've got The Collectors, which is a 12-inch shitty paper sleeve, which isn't really good considering how much this thing cost. But really nice looking clear vinyl with the artwork on there. Just a 3-track. I haven't even listened to this yet, I must say, but plenty of time. So that's that. Up next, we've got I Won't Dance. This is again 3-track, 12-inch with a nice printed inner sleeve. I'm going to go through this set quite quickly because it's been out quite a long time. But really nice black and white sort of swell vinyl. Looks good. Really nice, actually. I'm not always a fan of these sort of swell vinyls. As you probably know, I've bitched about sort of coloured vinyl swells and that enough past, but some of them look really nice, and that one does look great. Up next is a Tragic Serenade. This is another 3-track. It's got the Usurper, Jewel Throne, and Return to Yvonne. The Usurper and Jewel Throne are great tracks. Printed inner. And this one comes on... It's black with slight sort of pink sort of colouring in that side. That one's more sort of black with just the white. Again, looks really, really nice. On to next is Emperor's Return. This is a 4-track. Circle of the Tyrants, fantastic song. Morbid Tales, Dethrone Emperor, Visual Aggression. For me, some of Frost's best songs on this. Again, nice printed inner. This is black with a tiny bit of green in there, which isn't really showing up on camera. But again, looks really nice. I have listened to this one. Sounds really good. All these records sound really good. Like I say, some of my favourite Frost songs on this one. That's that. And we've got Into the Pandemonium from 1987. Nice gatefold. Mexican radio on this, I really love. Inner Sanctum's great as well. Printed inner. And this one is black with some orange, or quite a bit of orange, I should say. Again, looks really nice. Not their best album for me. There's some really good stuff in this, but there's some really forgettable stuff at the same time. This is definitely from the classic period. And up next, to Megatherion. Everyone knows this album, an absolute classic. Again, this is a gatefold. And this is, again, it's got some fantastic songs on it. Printed in the sleeve. This one looks really nice. Black with the grey in it. Looks fantastic. Circle of the Tyrants on this. Fantastic song. Legendary riff as well. One of my favourite riffs. And very simple to play as well. You don't have to be playing really tricky stuff to be playing some great fucking riffs. It has to be said. Other great stuff on this, like, again, Jewel Throne, Eternal Summer, Circle of Tyrants. Excellent stuff. And the last one for this box set is, of course, their debut Morbid Tales, which I think came out in 83, probably might be 84 actually. But Into the Crypt Arrays on this, fantastic song. Dethroned Emperor, brilliant stuff. I saw them do that in London about 10 years ago with Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse. It was a Triptychon, obviously. Morbid Tales, Procreation of Wicked. Again, classic songs. Nice printed inner. And a really nice red with some black in there as well. So all these records look fantastic, it has to be said. Like I said, I'm not always a fan of these sort of swells and splatters, but these ones look really, really good. So that's all the vinyl from this box set. Here we have just like a badge. Looks good. Patch, which I'll straighten out a bit more because that would look better. There's that. Something I've just dropped on the floor. Here it is. Here's a USB which has got all the music on, which is a really nice touch. And the last thing in this box set is this cassette, which is still in the shrink, which is some rehearsal footage from back in 1984. So it's going to be incredibly raw, of course. So that's that. That's the Celtic Frost box set. Glad I finally got that shown. We've been into that for ages. Great package. Really pleased with that. Like I say, still need to listen to some of it. But a classic band. Absolute trailblazers and innovators in extreme music. It has to be said. Now we're going on to something completely different. And here's Dokken, the Elektra years, 1981 to 1987. Harp sticker stuck on the front. There's the back. Nice set, this. Very, very basic, though. But still a nice set to have. First album, Breaking the Chains, from 1981. Not the best debut, it has to be said. There's some killer stuff on this, but there's some shit on it as well. Breaking the Chains is a great track. I Can't See You is really, really good. Stick to Your Guns, stuff like that. These sleeves are really, really nice, actually. Again, shitty paper sleeves. You know, you paid a lot of money for this. So really should be coming in polyline inners, but I've got some stuff I can switch out for. Custom labels, which are really good. Just black vinyl, which, as you probably know, is just how I like it. That's Breaking the Chains from 1981. Like I say, not the best debut. There's definitely better glam debuts out there. Tooth and Nail from 1984. This is an excellent album. This is really, really good. Might be my favourite Dokken one, actually. Again, sleeves look really, really nice. Again, it's just black vinyl with the custom centerings, the album cover. Side 2. There's epic stuff on this. Title track's really, really good. When Heaven Comes Down, that riff's amazing. George Lynch is such a good guitar player. Good friend of mine, Stuart, really got me into this band back in the late 90s. I wasn't really that familiar with them. But my mate Stuart's a guitar player and he absolutely loves George Lynch. Just such a phenomenal player. And yeah, and the guy really knows how to play. I'm not putting that back in the sleeve just yet because it's been a pain in the ass to get in. But other stuff is great on this. Just Got Lucky is a great tune as well. Into the Fire, brilliant stuff. Bullets to Spare, Turn on the Action. Side B is absolutely killer. Tooth and Nail from 1984, excellent stuff. Up next, first Dokken album I ever heard, and this is obviously Under Lock and Key from 1985. Again, this is brilliant, brilliant stuff. Once more, just black vinyl with the custom centre ring. Unchained the Night, first song, this is superb. That, again, main riff from George Lynch is just fantastic. Sounds great. The Hunter on this is really, really good. In My Dream, just fantastic. Lightning Strikes Again. It's Not Love. Jaded Heart. Don't Lie to Me. Till the Living End. Just one of the ballads on this for me is a little bit weak, but other than that, it's an excellent album. And last up for this set is 1987's Back for the Attack. This is a great album, but it's definitely got some filler on it. If they cut about 3 songs from this, it would be better for it. So this one isn't a gatefold, but it's a 2 LP set. Obviously, both records look pretty much identical, so I'm only going to bother showing the one. Again, black vinyl. Again, with the custom centre rings. Some fantastic stuff on this as well. I mean, the first song, it's just absolutely phenomenal. I remember learning to play some of the riffs from that. And, of course, I can't bloody remember what it's called off the top of my head. Let's have a quick look. Kiss of Death, of course, just a brilliant song, excellent chorus. Prisoner, Night by Night, Stand in the Shadows, Heaven Sent, great tune. And what else we got here? So Many Tears, Burn Like a Flame. Dream Warriors, the theme from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I absolutely love that tune. But there's a couple on there that don't sort of fuss me at all. But on the whole, Back for the Attack is a really, really good album. It's definitely got some filler on it. But that is it for the Dokken box set. Yeah, this one turned up a couple of months ago. Really like that. So let's move on to some more glam. And this is Motley Crue. The box set 1981 to 1989. So this is obviously the first 5 albums. Hype sticker on the front. Fantastic band, legendary band. Up first, Too Fast for Love. I'll get one thing out of the way straight away. I don't like some of the stuff they've done with this artwork. There's like fake ring wear on these, which to me is just gimmicky bollocks that can get in the bin. Don't need that at all. Excellent debut, of course, from these guys. There's the printed inner. And white splatter with some black in there. Looks really good. Classics on this. Live Wire. Piece of Your Action. Take Me to the Top. Come On and Dance. Starry Eyes is an underrated track, I think. Really, really good stuff. So there's the debut. Too Fast for Love from 1981. Up next is Shout the Devil. The album that broke and big, has to be said. Which is a gatefold. Massive picture of the band. Absolutely classic songs on this. Not keen on the vinyl though. It's pretty much got nothing to do with the album cover. I mean, the album cover is pretty much black, so why it's yellow with black splatter, I don't know. But it doesn't matter, of course. But excellent tunes on this. Looks to Kill, one of my favourite Motley songs. Too Young to Fall in Love. Some of the deeper cuts are the best though. Knock 'em Dead, Kid. 10 Seconds to Love, just brilliant stuff. Not so fast on the cover of the Beatles' Helter Skelter. But Shout the Devil is, of course, an excellent album. Up next, for me, is a bit of a piece of shit. There's some really bad stuff on this. Theatre of Pain. Some good stuff on it, though, no doubt about it. I don't care to ever hear Home Sweet Home ever again. City Boy Blues I really like. Fight for Your Rights, the last track, superb. Not really fussed on hearing Smoking the Boys ever again. Use It or Lose It. Some good tunes. Couple of duffers though for me. Nice printed dinner. And matching with the album artwork, pink with some black splattering in it. Not a huge fan of the production on this album. It doesn't sound great. Drums sound terrible. Mick Mars' guitar sounds really good. This is, of course, back when Vince sounded good, which is a long time ago now. But there's Theatre of Pain for you. Up next from 1987 is Girls, Girls, Girls. Oh, I absolutely love this album. A lot of people don't have a lot of time for it. Not me, though. I mean, I'm the first to admit it's not brilliant, but I still like pretty much everything on it. You could do without Known on it, and there's no need for the cover of Jailhouse Rock at the end, as far as I'm concerned. But here we are, blue vinyl with some black splattering on it. Yeah, I mean, stuff on this like 5 Years Dead, Something for Nothing. Obviously, the big singles, Girls, 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 Wild Side. The excellent, what's it called again? You're All I Need. That's really, really good. All in the Name of is great as well. Dancing on Glass, Bad Boy Boogie. I think this is a great album. I think it's actually my favourite, actually, of Motley's stuff. Or maybe this one, actually. 1989's Dr. Feelgood. Obviously, huge selling album. Just sold about 7 million, I think, just in America alone. So many great tracks again. Printed Inner. And green with some sort of red splattering in there. Great tracks. The title track is just absolutely fantastic. I don't need the ballad Without You on this. That can get in the bin. No time for that song at all, really. But other great stuff on this, like Slice Your Pie, Rattlesnake Shake, Kickstart My Heart, Sticky Sweet, She Goes Down, Time for Change, stuff like this. Massive album for these guys. Excellent stuff. 1989's Dr. Feelgood was absolutely huge. And that concludes the Motley Crue vinyl box set. So now we're on to the one that turned up just today in the post. And I've been really looking forward to this one because some of these albums have never been pressed on vinyl before. So really, really happy to get this. Took the shrink off earlier. And it's the brand new Deicide vinyl box set. As you can see, again, I've stuck the hype stickers on the front of the box. Back of the box is just plain. So let's get this thing out and have a look at it. First things first, there's this big poster, which I'm not going to unravel because I can't be asked. And let's get into some records. So up first is Feasting the Beast. I've actually got an OG CD. So I got a Bloodstock Festival a few years ago. Not listened to it for a while, but if my memory's right, this is all the demos I made before the album actually came out. Fantastic, raw stuff, it's got to be said. These are all on just black vinyl. Polylined in the sleeves. Excellent stuff. Absolute classics on this. I was really after this for a long time when I grabbed the CD at Bloodstock. And it's just great to hear this stuff in raw form. I mean, to be honest, the albums that come afterwards are all pretty raw, but this is obviously very raw stuff. I'm not going to talk too much about track listing because we're going to be talking about the songs on the other albums. So up next, of course, is the debut from 1990, the self-titled, which is an absolute beast of a record. Just so good. Absolutely punishing death metal. Black vinyl, obviously, with these nice center rings. Killer stuff on this. Just absolutely fantastic, amazing, memorable death metal classics. No doubt about it. This is an album that's got no bad songs in it. So Lunatic of God's Creation is an absolute beast. Sacrificial Suicide, Oblivious to Evil, Dead by Dawn. Carnage in the Temple of Damned. I absolutely love that song. It's absolutely brutal. Day of Darkness, Crucifixion. Just an absolute punishing album. These albums look really good, as you can see here. The artwork looks really good. These aren't blown up from CD or anything like that, which you can get with some reissues sometimes. So that's the debut from 1990. Up next, from 1992, Legion. Just another absolutely fantastic death metal album. Absolutely punishing. Probably even more punishing than the debut, to be fair. I mean, when I first heard this, it blew me away. Got it on CD for about £5 and just listened to it constantly. It's an absolute beast. Just punishing death metal. Excellent stuff. I mean, you know, the debut is an absolute killer, but this one is just a beast as well. Like I say, probably even better. Dead but Dreaming, Repent or Die, Holy Deception, In Hell I Burn, Revocate the Agitator. It's phenomenal stuff. Looks really, really good. I'm really, really pleased with the set. It has to be said. Up next from 1995 is Once Upon the Cross. Now, this one for me doesn't get anywhere near as much love as it should. I think it's quite underrated, actually. Slightly updated production. This is done at Morrison with Scott Burns, I think. Can't see it right now, but I'm pretty sure it is. This is another album with absolutely classic songs on it. The brutality's toned down a little bit, but not by much. It's an absolutely fantastic album. They Are the Children of the Underworld. Kill the Christians is another really good one. Christ Denied, When Satan Rules His World. Other stuff like To Be Dead, Confessional Rape. Just a really, really brutal album. Not quite as brutal as the first two, but still excellent stuff. Up next is another very underrated album, I think, and this is Serpents of the Light from 1997. I love the stripped down production on this. This sounds incredibly raw to the ones that come before it, and for me, it works. I mean, I like a nice polished production, but sometimes it's nice to go back to hearing something that sounds really, really raw. I'm lucky to actually have this on vinyl already, actually, so now I've got two on vinyl. Centre Rings, obviously black vinyl. Stuff on this, like... Let's have a quick look, because as always, a bloody mind goes blank when you're on camera. The title track, actually, Serpents of the Light, for me, is one of the best death metal songs ever written. It's so punishing and brutal. Bastard of Christ, excellent song. Blame It on God. This is Hell We're In. I Am No One. Slave to the Cross, brilliant track. Believe the Lie, The Truth Above. Again, an album I think doesn't quite get enough recognition, you know. But just an absolutely fantastic album. Really, really punishing stuff. Excellent, brutal, raw sounding death metal. Now, the next ones in this set are the ones that I've never had on vinyl before. So really, really happy to have these. I'm not really a fan of live albums, but I'm really looking forward to hearing this. And this is When Satan Lives, which I think came out about 1998. This is a 2 LP set on a gatefold. Some really nice pictures of the band there. And again, just black vinyl. The custom rings. Second LP is the same, so I won't bother showing that, obviously. But yeah, as far as live albums go, I'm not always that fussed, but this one I'm really looking forward to checking out. I remember getting Morbid Angels Entangled in Chaos on CD years ago and really enjoyed it. But I never picked this one up. But here it is at last. Plenty to get your teeth into. Stuff in there like Blame It on God, Bastard of Christ, Serpents of the Light, Lunatic of God's Creation, Oblivious to Evil, Once Upon the Cross, all the classics. Again, these sleeves look fantastic. They've done a really good job with this box. Looking forward to giving this a spin. Up next, two albums that get really, really bad press and bad reputations. And I've heard these albums and I really don't understand what all the fuss is about. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're no Legion, they're no Once Upon the Cross. But they're still good albums. I don't think they deserve their bad reputations at all. So this is Incinerate Him from 2000. Black vinyl, obviously, with the custom center rings. There's some good stuff on this, like Bible Basher. That's a really good track. Forever Hate You is a great tune as well. Staying in the Flames, The Gift That Keeps on Giving. Suffer Again, Worst Enemy, Refusal of Penance. Yeah, I remember listening to this for the first time and then thinking to myself, why does everyone say this is a piece of shit? Like I say, it's no absolute classic, but it certainly doesn't deserve to be called a bad album. But that's Incinerate Him. Again, first time this one's ever been pressed on vinyl. And the last one in this set from 2001 is In Torment in Hell. Again, another album that I listened to and I thought, I don't understand why it's hated so much. Here we are. I am so pleased to have this set. For some reason, I thought this was coming out next month. I checked on Amazon a couple of days ago and it said it was ready for delivery next day. So, of course, I pulled the trigger immediately. Yep, so again, another album that doesn't deserve its bad press. Title track's really good. Christ Don't Care is really good as well. Child of God, Let It Be Done, Lurking Among Us. This thing only clocks in about half an hour and it's absolutely punishing and brutal. In Torment in Hell from 2001 is the last LP in this box set. Excellent stuff. And the only other thing you get in this box set is a bunch of stickers. And I've had a look at these already and these are fantastic. And they're basically just all really big stickers of all the album covers. So there's the debut. Legion. Once Upon the Cross. Serpents of the Light. When Satan Lives. Incinerate Him. And In Torment in Hell. So yeah, this set just arrived today, so I'm really looking forward to spinning some of these records. Deicide, just an absolutely punishing classic death metal band. And I've been looking forward to this for ages. I think I remember seeing this being announced back in November. So had to wait a long time, but it's here at last. And I'm really, really glad to have it. So here's one last look at the box. Like I said, the back's just plain, but that looks really, really nice. And that is it for today, guys, for this vinyl box set update. So I hope you enjoyed that. I knew you didn't show this Celtic Frost one because it's been out for so long, but I thought, sod it, I haven't shown it, so I'll put it in the video anyway. So cheers for watching, guys. Thanks very much. Let me know what you think about these box sets. I should be back with you soon, so until then, cheers, take care, and see you later. And as always, thanks to everyone that likes, watches, comments, and subscribes. Cheers, much appreciated. See you soon.